Hi there, and welcome to Try New Things with Kezia. Today I'm going to be digging into the Jazza Super Sculpture box. I'm going to use the tools, but mainly I'm going to use this Sculpey clay and I'm going to try out the pastels in the box. This is one of my first projects using clay overall. You have seen one project before, but this is actually a little bit different from that even because you have to cure this in the oven. And I've seen others make projects, and when it comes to the oven stage, they have actually ruined their creations, their beautiful creations. So I really have to be careful about that step. One thing that I noticed about this clay is that it is very soft and it stays soft. I even left this project overnight before curing it in the oven and it was still soft the day after. I don't know if it dries ever, but it doesn't dry as quickly as, say, paper clay. And this of course can be an advantage if you want to work on a project for a longer period of time. Now, when it comes to the project I'm making, I decided to make a rose. This is one of the few things I know how to sculpt. You use it for cakes and stuff as well. Not that I'm very into that, but I remember learning this as a kid and it was very fun. I won't do it exactly the same way though, because I usually took one petal and stuck it to the base, and then I took the next petal and stuck it to the base. But instead I'm going to take 3 petals and I'm going to have them like interleaved with each other. So I'm going to stick one petal down at one side and leave the other open so that I can actually fit the next petal in underneath that first petal. I'm doing this with 3 petals, I'm securing it, and then I continue with this process until the rose is finished. using the pastels I got in this box, I tried to color in or at least shade my creation, but this turned out to be pretty difficult. I didn't think the pastel color came out evenly, and I also tried this other technique that they showed where you scrape off some of the color. I even tried mixing it with other colors to just, you know, get the right shade, but yeah, this wasn't really my cup of tea. I didn't think it went on evenly. I don't think it blended very well. Maybe it has to do with the brushes, I don't know. It didn't look as flat afterwards, so yes, they do work, but for me personally, I think I would prefer another medium. And also color all of this in after it is cured, because now I can't really turn the sculpture. I can't work from all angles, which makes it a little bit hard if you don't have like a flat sculpture. But yeah, it all has to do with preference. But you know, these are pastels, so you could definitely use them for other creations. So I'm not sorry I have them. It's just that I'm not sure I will ever use this technique again. But it was fun to try out. Okay, so here comes the scary part. I have to cure it in the oven. It says to have 130 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes per 1/4 of an inch. But look at this rose. It has delicate leaves, it has really thin petals, but it all goes together at the bottom where it's more chunky. So that will need more time than the petals to actually cure. So how are you supposed to cure your creations? I guess people aren't doing like the same thickness over all their creations. I don't know. But I decided to take half the time, like 7, 8, 10 minutes, and then just feel it and see how it felt. And the funny part is that I have no idea how it's supposed to feel, so I actually don't know when it's ready. But after like 10 minutes, it didn't feel like clay anymore, so I guess it's finished, maybe. Anyway, this is how it turned out. Sadly enough, one of the leaves fell off, so it did break. I guess I had it too long in the oven, but I guess I can just glue that together. I don't think it will even be noticed afterwards. This is my first sculpture using this Sculpey clay, and it was so fun to make. What did you think? Have you ever sculpted, and what was your first sculpture? Do you remember that? I would love to know, so please comment down below if you have ever sculpted, what it was. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a like if you did, and maybe consider subscribing if you aren't a subscriber already. I hope you'll have a great week ahead and that I'll see you next time. Bye!